Hey guys, it's Shamsa and welcome back to my little kitchen. Today's recipe is the most simplest and easiest recipes out there. It involves no chopping, no cutting, no slicing whatsoever. I'm going to share with you how to make garai gosht at home, which is restaurant style and quality. This is probably one of the most requested dishes at Indian restaurants and also at celebrations at home. I'm going to show you how to make this wonderful dish. So before I run through the ingredients quickly, I'd love for you to subscribe to my channel if you haven't done and turn your bell notifications on for all things cooking. So let's start cooking. So the ingredients you're going to need is approximately 1.5 kg of mutton. Now I'm using mutton here today because in the UK it's currently spring lamb season, and I don't like to use spring lamb because it obviously cooks quickly and the flavors don't develop, hence why I'm using mutton. But if you want to go ahead and use lamb, that's entirely up to you. Do remember that cooking times will vary. I've got here 750 grams in weight of fresh tomatoes, which I've just washed and I've left with the skin on. I've got here 200 grams of Greek yogurt. Now you can use natural if you wish. I've got half a mug here of boiled kettle water. I've got half a cup of oil. I've got 2 teaspoons of salt, and I've got 1.5 tablespoons of garlic puree here, which I used a whole bulb and just added a little bit of water into that and just blitzed it to a puree and then measured it out. I've got here 1.5 tablespoons of coriander powder, and I've got half a tablespoon of the following: cumin powder, degi mirch, which is the Kashmiri chili powder, which adds a really nice flavor. Now if you don't have this, you don't have to add it in. It just is it just adds color to the curry. I've got here regular chili powder, half a tablespoon of that. I've also got here fresh ginger, which I've just julienned into little slithers like that. I've got here 6 green chilies. I've got 1.5 tablespoons of green chilies, which I've blitzed. Again, same chilies, just add a little bit of water into that and just blitz them and then just measure them out. I've got here half a tablespoon of dried fenugreek leaves. So let's start cooking. Right, we're going to start off by getting a nice large pot hot. My heat setting is currently on an 8 at the moment, and it's been on for quite some time, so it's nice and hot. And I'm going to go straight in with the oil. And then into that we're going to add our meat very carefully. Okay, so once we've added the meat in, we're going to add our garlic puree in, just like that. And then sprinkle over the salt. And then just give everything a mix. And then all I'm going to do is I'm just going to add the tomatoes in, just like that. Again, don't need to do anything to them. Right, okay, so just give the tomatoes a mix in that. Like that, perfect. And then I'm going to add the half a mug of water in. And now we're going to pop the lid on, and we're going to let that cook away on a medium to high heat setting. So for me, that is a 7, and we're going to let that cook away for approximately 30 to 35 minutes. And after 35 minutes, I'll show you how it looks. Right, okay guys, it's been approximately 35 minutes that this has been cooking away. And I'm just going to remove the lid to show you. So you can see that the tomatoes are really nice and soft. And at this stage, what we're going to do is we're just going to go in and we're going to remove the skins off the tomatoes. Very easily done, because they're that soft that they will just come off without any major issues. So just pick them up. Right, okay, so once you've removed all the skins off the tomatoes, just take your tongs and just squeeze the tomatoes just to sort of like break them up. This will just help a little, like that. And then we are going to add our spices straight in, like that. And at this point, you also want to add your blitzed green chilies in, just like that. Again, add however much or little you wish. This is personal preference. You do want the dish to be slightly spicy because it is garai gosht, and gosht is really nicely spiced, especially with naan. So now just mix that up, just like that. The aroma is just, oh, fantastic. Oh, can't wait. It's already had approximately 35 minutes of cooking time, and it's more or less half done. So once you've mixed everything together, lid on, and now what we're going to do is we're going to lower our heat settings down to a low heat setting, low to medium heat setting. So for me it's going to be a 3 to 4 on my hob, and we're going to let that cook away for approximately 25 minutes. And you don't need to add any water into this or anything, just leave it to cook away for about 25 minutes. Right, okay guys, coming back to the meat, this has been cooking away for 25 minutes, 25-30 minutes, and I'm just going to remove the lid to show you how it looks. So you can see that the oil has started to separate and come to the surface. Now at this stage what we're going to do is we're just going to turn our heat setting up a little. Mine I'm going to turn to 6, which is a medium sort of like heat setting. And the yogurt that I had, I'm going to add that straight in, like that. Just mix that in. Looking absolutely gorgeous. If you guys could just smell this, oh, it's phenomenal. Okay, and then I'm going to add half of the juliennes of ginger into this and reserve the other half for garnishing purposes. And I've also got my chilies here, and they go in whole like that. And now what we're going to do is we're going to start the bunning process. Now a lot of you ask what the bunning process is. It's basically the dry fry of the curry. So whatever we've just added now, we're going to bun this. So the yogurt obviously cooks really nicely with the masala and the meat, and that's what the bunning process is. So we're going to do that for about 10 to 15 minutes until it, you know, it cooks really nicely and the oil again becomes separated like it did do. And I'll show you how it looks in around sort of like 15 minutes time. Right, okay guys, as you can see, I have been bunning this now for about 15 minutes and it just looks absolutely wonderful. You can see that the yogurt has nicely sort of like blended into that masala, that gravy. And all we need to do to this now is just pop the lid on, turn our heat settings down to the lowest heat setting that we have, and let that cook away on dum, which is basically the last process now, which is more or less a steaming process, dum process, for about 6 to 8 minutes. And after 6 to 8 minutes, I'm going to show you how to finish the dish off, but I'll show you also how fully cooked the meat is as well. So I'll catch you guys back in 8 minutes time. Right, okay, so the gosht has been cooking away now for about 8 minutes, and I'm just going to remove the lid to show you. And just look how gorgeous does that look. And as promised, I'm going to remove a piece of meat out to tell you how cooked it is. So you can see there is the meat and it is just fully cooked. It just breaks like that. Absolutely wonderful. And to finish this off now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my dried fenugreek leaves and just crush them between the palms of my hands to release more flavour and aroma, and then just add that in. And then just give that one final mix before we dish it out. Oh, that fenugreek, oh, gorgeous. Just look at that. And then whatever remaining juliennes of ginger you have left over, just throw them over like that. Fantastic. And there you have it, guys. My wonderful Garai gosht is ready. I'm going to plate this up now and show you guys exactly how it is. So there you have it, guys. My wonderfully simple and easy Garai gosht is all ready and plated up. Time for me to tuck into this now and tell you guys exactly how it is. Oh my God, it's just gorgeous. Look at that. Just that masala. Wow. And I'm just serving mine up with some naan. You can have this with roti, you can have it with anything really. It goes well with everything. Just Just look at that, gorgeous. That is absolutely stunning. Gosh, those flavours are absolutely gorgeous. Slight heat coming through from the chilies, but that is amazing. Guys, everything in there is just spot on, and you can't even tell that there's no onions in there. So there you have it, guys. Wonderful and easy, simple garai gosht, my style. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful. If you have done, please do give it a thumbs up, and I'll be back again soon with another one. Till then, take care and happy eating.